Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1975 Smith-Corona Galaxie 12 vintage portable typewriter. Show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA, and this was the last era of the golden age of Smith-Corona. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and this is the left margin. I'm going to set that around 2 or 3, and the right one around 85. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. We're going to move that all the way down for red. Absolutely beautiful. One of the most popular machines, and the print looks perfect. Has Elite typeface, which prints 12 characters per inch, and it also comes in Pica, which prints 10 characters per inch, but you can't interchange the typeface. It has to be one or the other. I hope that's not confusing. You either have Elite or Pica, and most typewriters come with either or. I'm going to put the color back to black, and to pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. Flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again, backspace on the top left. Very good. Touch control, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder for them to print when it's on high, but they respond faster. So you just want to play with that to gauge what your preferences as far as touch control goes. I'm going to put this down for now. This has a few cool functions that most typewriters don't have, like the changeable keys. So this pops off, and most typewriters don't have a 1 or an exclamation point, so this is a custom key. And when it comes in a package with this top here and the slug that just tilts and you can pull right off. Don't need to be a technician to put these on, and you can still find those on eBay. They don't make them anymore. And this one is so you got 2 options on this model. Plus and equal sign is obviously not on every typewriter, but that's a common custom key. And this has a power space on the right side here with a machine gun power space. And it has the all keys down or key down. So if you get a key that gets stuck up there, you just push this button with the arrow with 2 lines there, and it just brings that key down without having to go in there and touch it and get ink on your fingers. What else does this have that most typewriters don't? You can also remove the platen by flipping up this panel on the right side here, flipping up this, and this little lever here will unlock it, and then you just pull it right out with the knob here, and you can get in there and clean it out or do maintenance, what have you, and it just snaps right back in there and back down like that. Very convenient, because most typewriters you cannot remove the platen that easy. Tab on the top here. Right now I have tab set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of them by hitting that clear button. Go to each one of them and just hitting clear. So now they're all clear, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. So I'm just going to set one right there, and then when you hit the tab button, it stops at that spot. You can set as many tabs as you want on this model. The hood slides forward very smoothly. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just push this lever behind the spool here down, and it will reverse it to the left, up to the right. And if you get to the end of one side, and it could cause problems with your machine, significant problems to where you think the thing's broken and you want to call 911. What you got to do is check to see if one side is all used up and it's stuck. Most ribbons have eyelets, which is the little metal piece, and when the little metal piece gets caught in this little lever here, it will automatically reverse it to that side. And if it doesn't, sometimes it'll get caught on this little ledge, or it'll go through that and get caught on the ribbon. So you just want to check that to make sure that you're not on the other side of the ribbon. If you are, if one side's all used up and it's still continuing to try to pull that side, you need to swap the direction manually here. Now, not all ribbons have eyelets. There's a lot of people that use these. This is a reel that I get refilled from fine line ribbon in Texas. And if you use those and you don't tie a knot or something on the end or put eyelets on it, then you have to manually reverse it every time. On the right side of the carriage, you have the carriage lock on the front here. This will release the carriage and lock it in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around causing any damage. And this is to unlock it, you just move the carriage to the right, just like that. Unlocks it. This is the carriage release. This is an original. And these things break all the time. They're old now and they don't make them anymore, so I 3D print these replicas. I also 3D print the knob here, and it's painted black, so it's really close to the original. It's hard to tell the difference. This left one is a 3D printed one, so it looks really good. You can't, unless you sit here and inspect the machine, you can't really tell it's anything is off. And if you push the button at the end of the knob here, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with the lever on the inside here. You flip this down, it's right in there. It disables the spacing when you turn the knob. You flip it up, you get the clicks. And on the very inside there is the page gauge that just warns you when you're getting close to the bottom of the end. And you want to load the page right there where the notch is under the 11. And as you're feeding it through, it starts to warn you on the left side, 2 inches left, 1.5, and then 1, and that's the end. Also, I don't think I did the margin release. I'm going to do that real quick. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. The MR is on the right side here. You push that button, and it will allow you to get past that block all the way to the end. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.